today I wanted to share with you what I think is the biggest tip I can give for Star Wars Battlefront, and it's something that I think will massively improve your gameplay. What's the tip? Well, it's never aim down the scope or zoom unless you're using the cycle rifle or you're shooting at targets very far away. Why? Well, let me explain. In most modern third and first person shooters, when you press right click on PC or hold left trigger on console, you'll aim down the sight of your weapon or your screen will zoom in. And this will give you things like bonus accuracy, less recoil, less spread on the weapon. So it makes it easier to take out targets. Also, generally speaking, standing still whilst you shoot will further increase your accuracy. If you're moving, there'll probably be a small penalty to your accuracy, recoil, spread, etc. I think it's fair to say that most shooter games over the last 10 years have operated with a similar design. Battlefront, however, does not. It plays much more like an old school shooter, and because everyone has been playing with this aim down the sight before you shoot mentality for the last decade, this is what they're doing in Battlefront. And in my opinion, it's bad. It's the wrong way to play the game if you want to maximize your chances of doing well. And it's a mistake that I've seen a lot of people make on Twitch and on YouTube already. So how do these shooting mechanics in Battlefront work? Well, it's very simple to explain. When you're firing your blaster, there are no distinctions between aiming, zooming, hip firing, crouching, moving, jumping, jetpacking, etc. So basically, no matter what your character is doing, your weapon accuracy, spread and recoil will always be the same. And I've actually chatted with a weapon designer on the game to confirm all of this information is correct, and that's how it works. So there's absolutely no benefit to zooming in apart from your view zooming in and making the enemies a little bit bigger. But get this, here's the important part. When you zoom in or aim down the scope, in third or first person, your movement slows down. You walk forward and backwards slower, and you also strafe left and right slower. Therefore, that's going to make you an easier target to hit. You're giving yourself a movement penalty for no reason, which is really bad. So, in conclusion, if you want to be super keen and maximize your chances of killing an enemy whilst not being hit, this is what I would do, and this is how I personally always play the game. First thing, play in third person. After playing this game more and more, I feel like it's meant to be played in third person. You get a much wider field of view, which helps with situational awareness and positioning. Second thing, the whole point of this video, never aim down the sight. You don't need to, and it slows your player down. So when you get into a firefight, aim at your target. Remember, go for headshots if you can because they do more damage. Wiggle left and right, full auto, jump up and down if you need to, make yourself a hard target. And providing that you aim well, you should always come out on top. So if you use these two tips, I guarantee that you'll start winning more engagements. But what about console jack? Well, guess what? On console, even if you're in hipfire mode, you actually get a small amount of aim assist. If you left trigger to zoom on console, it will snap to target like in most console games. So on console, it does actually give you an additional benefit. But I think that because you've got aim assist even in hipfire mode, you'd probably be better off sticking with that because of the movement bonus. And the only exception I'd make on console is when you're at medium to really long ranges. I think that's when zooming or aiming down the sight will actually help you out and make it easier to aim at targets far away because you're using a controller and you're going to need that stronger aim assist to help. So there we have it, that's my top tip for the Battlefront beta, and it should help to improve your game. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that from 11 AM PST, that's 6 PM GMT, I'll be streaming Battlefront over on my Twitch TV channel for several hours. If you fancy coming along for that, my link is twitch.tv/jackfrags. It's down in the description below, and I'll be playing the game, taking questions in chat and just having a laugh in general really. So if you've never watched one of my streams before, come over, say hi, and you'll be able to get like a good feel for the game because of course it's all live and completely unedited, so it's going to be full rounds with commentary. As always, thanks for watching, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.